So our next paper is presented by Oktay Azeloglu. I hope I pronounced that okay. And Oktay is going to present to us on statistical investigation of elevator damages after large earthquakes in Turkey.
Hello everyone, I am Yakup. I have come from Istanbul. I am research assistant and PhD student in Yıldız Technical University. I am a little excited, but now I am very excited. Sorry about that. Today I will present a statistical investigation of lift damage after major earthquakes in Turkey. This study combines field observation and damage data. Today, firstly, I will introduce the aim of the research. Then, I will review major earthquakes in Turkey, field observation of lift damage, and statistical analysis. Finally, I will discuss countermeasures and conclude with recommendations. Lifts, especially in critical facilities such as hospitals, are expected to remain operational after earthquakes. However, field inspections show that many lifts become inoperable due to failures in critical components. Since 1900, 22 earthquakes with a magnitude above 7 have occurred in Turkey. The most destructive were Erzincan 1939, İzmit 1999, Van 2011 and Kahramanmaraş 2023. The seismic hazard map shows that most of Turkey located earthquake-prone region. The 2023 Kahramanmaraş earthquake alone resulted in nearly 15,000 fatalities and damage to 500,000 buildings. These numbers highlight the scale of destruction and vulnerability of lift systems. The 1999 İzmit earthquake with a magnitude of 7.6 resulted in approximately 18,000 fatalities and destruction of nearly 75,000 buildings. In the İzmit earthquake, counterweights derailed, hit the cables and guide rail brackets were broken. Some shafts collapsed and cables sank to the bottom. The 2011 Van earthquake with a magnitude of 7.1 caused nearly 750 deaths and extensive structural damage affecting more than 20,000 buildings. During the 2011 Van earthquake, 25 lifts examined. The most common damage were counterweight derailments and bent-to brackets, which forced guide rails to fail. Additional failures included broken counterweight guide shoes, jammed landing doors, and roofs slipping out of pulleys, all of which severely disrupted lift operation. In some cases, counterweight blocks even fell onto the car, creating serious safety hazards for potential passengers. The twin earthquakes in Kahramanmaraş with magnitudes of 7.7 and 7.6 resulted in approximately 15,000 deaths and damage to over 500,000 buildings. The 2023 Kahramanmaraş earthquakes caused extensive lift damage, collapsed shafts, cables dropping to the pit, broken roller guides, and displaced balancing cables. Field investigation in Malatya revealed that even hospital lifts installed after the EN 8177 standard were not sufficiently earthquake resistant, leading to major structural failures. Statistical results show that lift design shows focus on the rail counterweight system. Rail counterweight system accounts for 73.5% of failures. Seismic design principles and regular maintenance enhance lift resilience after earthquakes. Despite the introduction of the EN 8177 standard in 2014, the lack of mandatory enforcement and insufficient supervision meant that lifts before and after the regulation showed similar vulnerabilities. Based on our findings, several countermeasures are recommended: seismic switches, reinforced box brackets for counterweight rails, properly sized guide rails, and retaining place bennett roller guides. Other measures include rope guards, structural support frames for seismically isolated buildings, and anti-tripping devices for traveling cables. Together, these can significantly enhance resilience. In conclusion, the most critical vulnerability lies in the rail counterweight system. Future lift design for seismic regions must prioritize strengthening this system while ensuring compliance with advanced standards. Based on fire, finally, I would like to acknowledge that this research was supported by the Scientific and Technological Research Council of Turkey under project number 122 M846. Thank you for your attention. Sorry.
Thank you, Oktay. Questions? Graham.
Hi, really interesting presentation. Graham Barker from Cundall. Are you saying that EN 8177 isn't sufficient, or you don't think it's sufficient, or that it's not enforced strongly enough, but the requirements would be sufficient? So does EN 8177 need to be improved?
Improved, not improved, yes. This is sufficient, but no.
Any other questions from the floor? You mentioned, Oktay, that EN 8177 is not mandatory in Turkey.
Yes, not mandatory.
That is strange for us.
Yes.
In UK, this would be, if we had earthquakes, it would be mandatory. But
yeah.
Might it become the law in Turkey, do you think? Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Oktay, thank you very much.